Welcome to Crypto News and Investigative Reports. I'm glad that you're able to join us today. We're going to start with a news update from some banking information that we have today. We'd like to share that with you. Thank you for joining us. I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your due diligence regarding investing in cryptocurrencies. Let's start with a news update regarding banking today. The overall effect of xRapid. We'd like to talk about xRapid and start with that portion of the news. xRapid is still we're still feeling the after effects of xRapid from the Swell Conference. Swell Conference was October 1st, October 2nd in San Francisco. That was their major announcement in San Francisco at the Swell Conference was xRapid. That was the big news. And so since the announcement, we're trying to follow the story. What's going on after the announcement of the Swell Conference? Sorry. Here we go. The news update. xRapid launch marks uncertain future for XRP. Ripple, long anticipated xRapid service has finally launched. The announcement was made at the Swell Conference, which took place in San Francisco this week. xRapid will be launched with Mercury Fx, Cuallix, and Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union. There's a link to the story. Let me start with Mercury Fx. Mercury Fx is a trusted global currency specialist. Mercury Fx is not a bank. What they do, we offer our clients bank-beating exchange rates and lower transaction fees on all international transactions, whether it's receiving or sending currency internationally. We will always provide a better service with better exchange rates and a lower cost than the banks. Mercury Fx is not a bank. And so this Mercury Fx fits perfectly for Ripple.net, Ripple software. Mercury Fx is a perfect fit for xRapid. As it stated before, Mercury Fx is not a bank. However, it is a foreign exchange. It is a note here. Let's take a look at the other information we have about Mercury Fx. It says, note, Mercury Fx, a non-bank foreign exchange company, also known as a foreign exchange broker or simply Forex broker, is a company that offers currency exchange and international payments to private individuals and companies. So once again, it is not a commercial bank. It's not a central bank. It's not a bank at all. Cuallix. Let's move to the next one. Cuallix is not a bank. Cuallix is a non-banking financial service institution with more than 25 years of experience in the payment industry, with a group of professionals with the objective of achieving total customer satisfaction. So once again, it is not a bank. But what it does, it fits perfectly for the Ripple software as a service. It fits perfectly for xCurrent. It fits perfectly for xRapid. And so Mercury Fx is not a bank, and neither is Cuallix. It is not a bank. And then the third is Catalyst. Let's see. Let me go back here for a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. We read this. Ripple's long anticipated. Yeah. Mercury Fx, Cuallix, and Catalyst Corporation Federal Credit Union. So the third xRapid, the third company that's using xRapid is Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit. Let's take a look at them. Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union. It's a credit union. Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union is not a bank. Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union is a wholesale corporative financial institution that serves members and clients unions in the United States. The company provides its members with a financial services and back office support, including payment solutions, liquidity, investment options, a balance sheet management assistance. It also offers technology, members credit, businesses, and additional services, as well as investment brokerage services. The company was founded in 1975 and is based in Texas. As of September 4th, 2011, Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union operates as a subsidiary of the Georgia Federal Credit Union. So these are the three entities or three companies that are using xRapid. And none of them are banks, but they all fit perfectly for that xRapid part of the suite of things that Ripple has to offer. And that's interesting because banks is different, right? Banks has to abide by banking laws, but credit unions and payment providers and that type of thing, they do not have to abide by banking laws. All right. So I kind of took a look a little deeper into that. I looked at PNC Financial. Now, the difference is, and what I want to share with you about banks today, banks in the United States have banking rules, banking regulations, and guidelines and policies. And at this point, the only commercial bank in the United States that I've been able to find doing research here is only on the PNC Bank. That's the only commercial bank in the United States that Ripple, that Ripple.net is connected to. I got to be careful with that Ripple XRP thing. I want to say to all of those people that are leaving me comments about using Ripple and XRP together, I'll straighten that out. All right. So for PNC, so to backtrack, these are not banks. The three in this article, here's a link to the article. Mercury Fx, Cuallix, and Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union, none of those are commercial banks in the United States. They are Forex trading, payment providers, and one is a credit union. Interestingly enough, the credit union I thought would have a real impact. The Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union, I thought personally that would have an impact on the price. And when Ripple made the announcement that they were going to be using xRapid, but that didn't really, the price hasn't really moved. The price of Ripple XRP had not moved like when PNC Financial, when it was introduced, when it was made public that PNC Financial Group was going to be using RippleNet, right? PNC Financial Service Group, it is a bank. It is a bank in the United States. And so let's take a look at the market. Bitcoin, I want to move to the market before I go further into PNC. Bitcoin is, let's take a look at the market cap first. Let me see if I can get the market cap here. All right, the market cap is $221 billion today. Bitcoin is at $114 billion market cap. The price is 6,600. Ethereum today is at a $23 billion market cap. The price is at $225. And then we have XRP is up again today. It's at $21 billion market cap. And the price is floating around, where's my prices? At 53 cents. So we're doing pretty good on our total overall market cap. It went back up. And the 24-hour volume is up on Ripple XRP. Rounding out the other two top coins is Bitcoin Cash and EOS. So Ripple is doing pretty good today in market cap. It's back up to $21 billion. And Ethereum's at $23 billion. So it's doing actually pretty good. So I said that to move back over to PNC Financial. When PNC Financial announced that it was going to be using RippleNet, we saw a move in the overall price of the cryptocurrency XRP. We did see a price jump because of that. And I'd like to attribute that to the fact that PNC is a bank in the United States. And so I took a little bit more time to kind of look at the banks. PNC Financial Service Group is a bank holding company and financial service corporations based in Pittsburgh. Its banks operate in 19 states and the District of Columbia with 2,459 branches and 9,051 ATMs. So that makes a big difference when you're talking about who's using the RippleNet service. PNC, we saw a big jump when that happens. PNC stock price today is $138 in the United States dollar currency. It has a revenue of 633 billion US dollars, that's 2017. It has actually 52,906 employees. And so its subsidiary is PNC Bank Association. All right. I'd like to read a little bit more about this bank. It says PNC Financial Service Group Incorporated engages in the provision of diversified financial services, including retail and business banking, residential mortgage banking, specialized services to corporations of government entitlees, including corporate banking, real estate finance, and asset backing lending, wealth management, and assets management. It operates through the following segments: retail banking, corporate and institution banking, asset management group, and BlackRock. It's connected to BlackRock. The retail banking segment provides deposits, lending, brokerage, trust, investment management, and cash management services to customers of small businesses, customers with its primary geographical markets. The corporate and institution segments provide lending, treasury markets, and capital markets related product services to mid-sized corporations, government, nonprofit entities, and selective to large corporations. The asset management group segment includes personal wealth management for high net worth and ultra high net worth clients, institutional asset management. The BlackRock segment operates as a publicly traded investment management firm, providing a broad range of investment, risk management, and technology services to institutional and retail clients worldwide. The company was also founded in 1983 and is headquartered in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's this paragraph that I read to you right there. I read that to you because this type of company will move the needle when it comes to Ripple XR. When it comes to, when it comes to the XRP cryptocurrency. That company will move the needle like it did when the announcement. But these companies, the Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union, Cuallix, and the Mercury Fx did not really move the XRP needle very much on the announcement today. There was basically no movement or yesterday, or even from the Swell conference when xRapid was being introduced. They didn't move the needle at all. All right, and so the New York Stock Exchange price on the PNC Financial Group is $138. All right, so I did a little comparison because there is a bank that Ripple is connected with and talking about is this Siam Commercial Bank. The Siam Commercial Bank. All right, so let's take a look at that bank because that is a bank. So the Siam Commercial Bank, the first bank in Thailand, was informally established in 1904. According to the Bank of Thailand, it is Thailand's fourth largest commercial bank in terms of total assets, deposits, and loan. But if you look at the stock price, the stock price on this is only $17 in U.S. over-the-counter stock price in the United States is only $17.76, and it also has it has 97.7 in U.S. dollar billion dollars. So you would have thought that an announcement with this particular bank would actually move the needle for the XRP cryptocurrency higher. I thought it would, but because of the announcement, but it didn't move the needle at all. But let's take a look at this bank. Let's check it out. Like I said, the stock price is only $17.76 as opposed to PNC Bank stock price is $138.80. And I think even when the announcement, the day that they announced that they were going to be using RippleNet, they actually, I think it was more like $144, and it went up to $147, and it actually really moved the needle on the XRP cryptocurrency price. So it really had an effect on the price when PNC Financial Group announced that it was going to be using RippleNet. So as we look at this commercial bank, the Siam Commercial Bank, it actually at $17.76 as a stock price. That's actually pretty low, but it does have a real high total asset, which is $97.7 billion. But when you compare this bank to Wells Fargo Bank, Wells Fargo is a commercial bank in the United States. Its stock price is $53.36 compared to the $17.76 on this Siam commercial bank. And then Bank of America Corporation. Bank of America Corporation stock price is $30.34. And these stock prices are, according to today time, at 12:58 Pacific Standard Time. And then you have the JP Morgan Chase Commercial Bank. Now, these three are commercial banks, are the top commercial banks in the United States. So JP Morgan Chase is $114.86, and it's down a little bit, 0.19, it's down 17% at the time I looked at that. And so when you compare, now here's my point. If any of these three banks right here, if the Wells Fargo Bank, the Bank of America, or the JP Morgan Chase Bank, if any of those banks, if those three banks, hypothetically, if those three banks said today that they were going to be using RippleNet, you would see the number 3 cryptocurrency XRP, you would see a serious price change. Who knows where the price would go today if these three banks, if Wells Fargo, if Bank of America, and if JP Morgan, if those three banks made an announcement today that they were going to use RippleNet, who knows where the cryptocurrency price will go. My personal opinion is that it would shoot up so fast, and it would really shoot up very fast. I don't know where it would go, and that's why I kind of do try to stay away from predicting prices. But I know that if these three top banks in the United States, Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, and JP, that would just be a nobody knows how high that price would go. And I think I tweeted it out on, if you follow me on Twitter, please follow me on Twitter. We are Crypto News and Investigative Reports. Our Twitter handle is Robtech, ROBTECH, Robtech P. And also please subscribe to Crypto News and Investigative Reports. Click that subscribe button and then click the bell so you'll get a notification when we're putting up another video. So what I want to show you is what I tweeted out, this picture right here regarding, come on, it's moving a little slow. Every time I click on something, it slows the computer down. Let's do this. Oh, here it is. So here we have it. The JP Morgan Chase, this is the U.S. retail bank's assets in billions. Now, JP Morgan Chase has $2.577 trillion worth of assets. Bank of America, they have $2.144 trillion assets in total assets. Citigroup has $1.832 trillion. 1 trillion. That's a lot of money. $1.832 trillion in assets. So, and then we have Wells Fargo Bank has $1.738 trillion. So if any, and then we have U.S. Bank Corp is $410 billion. So if any of these banks right here made an announcement today, any of these top banks made an announcement today that they were going to be using RippleNet, that would just blow the price. It would just really change the price of the cryptocurrency Ripple XRP. I mean, I'm sorry, here we go, Ripple. It would change the XRP price. The XRP price would shoot up. All right. As we continue to look at this, these three banks, and these are actually commercial banks in the United States with trillions of dollars worth of assets. And that would really move the needle to the cryptocurrency XRP. All right, so let's move on a little bit further. Enough with that. Bank of America today, Bank of America, blockchain market could hit $7 billion, will give boost to Amazon and Microsoft. Among the other high-profile beneficiaries poised to benefit from blockchain, the Bank of America included Oracle, is Bank of America, including Oracle, IBM, Salesforce.com, VMware, as well as other major players from the real estate and mortgage industries, such as Redfin, Zillow, and LendingTree. And there's the link to the article right there. And, you know, I'll try to drill down on that article a little bit more. But what it's basically saying is that Bank of America understands that they need to put more patents on different things regarding using the blockchain in banking. The blockchain is becoming one of the things that is a concept in the technology field is SaaS, which is software as a service. And that's something that RippleNet understood is software as a service. and they use their suite of things, xRapid, xVia, xCurrent. They use their software of things as a service to banking. There's no other, or even to payment providers like we've seen with Mercury Fx. It's a perfect fit. Their software as a service is perfectly fit. It's almost just designed for something like a Mercury or a Cuallix or the credit unions. It's a perfect fit for them. It's almost like the field that I'm in, which is biotechnology, which is actually biology and technology combined, with a company like Genentech that is doing research on how we can use biology and combine biology with technology and use that as a service to help people too. And so that's what I said that to say that Bank of America is looking at blockchain and seeing how they can use blockchain as a service for people. And so instead of using, we say SaaS, like software as a service, Bank of America is starting to use the term BaaS, which is blockchain as a service. And they're trying to patent different things on the blockchain as it relates to using that as a service in the banking segment. And that's what they're trying to do in the banking ecosystem. That was the word I was trying to think of. And we'll try to drill down on that article and look at that a little bit more here in a minute. Here we are talking about the projected coming financial crisis. That's another story running parallel to the cryptocurrency revolution. Is the projected coming financial crisis. The euro weakens to be limited, dollar to be dethroned next year. Less backing for the greenback, which is the dollar in 2019. Dollar losing power around the globe. I'm not sure I agree with all of this totally, because actually the reports today is that the dollar is actually strong and it's doing really well today. Some of the reports today. It says, while currency speculators increase their bets in favor of the dollar for the second week in a row, strategists in the latest Reuters poll were almost evenly split on whether the greenback rally has already stalled. A majority of strategists who answered a separate question said the US dollar dominance will last only another 3 months, or like 6 at the most, with several of the factors that have helped the dollar rally expected to fade soon. Most majority currencies are forecast to gain over a year. But currently, right now, the dollar seems to be doing pretty well against other currencies. But there is a projection and that the dollar can weaken. And that applies directly to the speculation that somehow we'll lose our reverse currency status because of the weakening of the dollar. But I'm not really sure I agree with this article totally, because the US dollar doesn't seem to be weak at all today, especially today. All right. And there's the link to that particular article. All right. So let's kind of go over. I think I want to kind of be short today. Let's move over to the Twitter and some of the things that we did tweet today. Well, here we go. Crypto News and Investigative Boards 2020 Olympic Ripple XRP could boom to an all-time high. If this happens, the 2020 Olympics Ripple XRP could boom to an all-time high. Change.org petition to make XRP the official cryptocurrency of the 2020 Olympics. That they are saying that would have a direct effect on the cryptocurrency XRP. If they make that the official cryptocurrency of the Olympics, that would be awesome. So you want to go read that story. There's a few more stories here. Ripple used XRP to become the Microsoft of crypto, says investment firm. And that's kind of what I was talking about using Microsoft. That was direct when, Microsoft was used and they targeted business, right? They targeted offices and business. And so that's why you can't even actually get a job if you don't really know Microsoft, especially in the Bay Area. You can't even get a job if you don't know how to use Excel, if you don't know how to use Word, if you don't know how to, put a doc together. And so the impact that Microsoft has had on the employment industry in offices, that's the same kind of power that Ripple software as a service is having, disrupting the banking industry. So that's a very good article. You might want to take some time and read that article and you want to go to our Twitter page to see some of these articles. Ripple has a lot of potential, and the cryptocurrency technology is important. And we talked about this Siam Commercial Bank CTO, and we kind of just did an analysis of that bank and why. That's great that it's Ripple has a lot of potential, and the cryptocurrency technology. The Ripple Swell 2018 event saw a lot of luminaries from various fields speak on the effects of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. This is a pretty good article, but I kind of did a comparison about this particular bank, that it's a pretty good bank, but it's a foreign bank, and it probably fits perfect for what Ripple, the company Ripple and its software, what it has to offer, but it didn't really make a move on the XRP cryptocurrency. There was really no change in this kind of announcement for this bank. And okay, here's another bank. Santander reveals expansion plan for foreign exchange services on their OnePay FX. That's another good article. But the real nexus of what I wanted to talk about today was that if any of these commercial banks in the United States, if Wells Fargo, if JP Morgan Chase, if Bank of America, if those banks, any of those banks today said that they were going to be using XRP or RippleNet, then you would probably see a real change in the price of XRP. Some of these other announcements that came up, we didn't really see a real move in the price today, or even at the time of swell, we didn't see anything. All right, and there's a few more articles, so I'll just cut it there to make this real short. Please follow us again on Twitter, Crypto News and Investigative Reports. We'll try to continue to do some news updates and not waste your time with any other thing but just news. Thank you for your comments. We're getting comments, good comments, bad comments. And once again, I want to apologize to my viewers of saying Ripple XRP and not distinguishing between Ripple the company and XRP the cryptocurrency. I got to break that habit. I keep saying Ripple, 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 but it is actually XRP is the cryptocurrency and Ripple is the company. All right, so that's my apologies. All right, so until the next time, please thank you very much for joining us. Have a good day wherever you are, if it's daytime, or have a good night wherever you are. And thank you for joining us.